What's good? Trouble T Roy, Hit Don't Get Hit Boxing Talk. Back with another one. Had another great weekend of boxing. The Zone, ESPN, Showtime, all showed up, showed out. I didn't get to watch every fight, but saw a good one. Saw some good ones. But the main one I want to speak on is, of course, Jaron Boots Ennis versus Roiman Villa. Great fight, but we got to clap it up for Jaron Boots Ennis. Everybody clap it up. Please clap it up. Show love. Show love. Yes, sir. That man showed up and showed out this weekend, this Saturday. Showed up and showed out. I'm going to just make this quick. That man showed up, did exactly what he had to do. He showed up like it was just another day on the job. Another day in the office. Like, go ahead, I'm going to do this, pay me, I'm out of here. He had Villa looking crazy. You know, I'm very unpleased with Villa's corner. Because this fight got to the point where it should have been stopped. But Villa, being the man with the heart that he has, he continued. He didn't stop on the stool. He didn't give up. But he got stopped in the hard way. Pause. So, I mean, really good fight. Jaron just showed strategy, power, good defense, good head movement, good footwork, and a lot of different just technical shit, like from orthodox to southpaw. Literally, everything he did was right. He did get hit a few times, but I mean, there were decent shots, probably not the cleanest of shots from Villa, but there wasn't much Villa could do. You know, it got to the point where Villa was getting beat up so bad that all it was, he was just an engine just running, but nothing to really offer at this point. He's just throwing whatever. You know, whatever he could, almost to the point he was all the way there by about round 8, 7, 8, around that, maybe even sooner. But I mean, Villa, he's a warrior. He stayed in there as long as he could, and he fought his fight. But Boots is just, he's a different animal. I gotta give him that. You know, I mean, I realized in this fight, and something that I never really noticed, but I explained this on Twitter earlier, well, during the fight, how Jerome, he likes to use his orthodox stance to keep distance and to set up the big shots. So he's throwing that jab out there. He's using that long jab. Very good with holding distance, controlling distance in that orthodox style. And he has a nice wild right hook, you know, but I noticed he likes to keep that distance in that orthodox stance. And then I noticed he likes to do it once he sees he has something for you, he'll switch to that left, he'll switch that southpaw, and next thing you know, you getting left uppercuts thrown at you, countered hooks, all that thrown at you, like the big shots. And he's fighting you, he'll fight you from mid to the inside. I didn't notice that before, because watching Ennis, I'm just more amazed at just watching and seeing what he does, but I didn't really put it together until tonight. He's very strategic. It's like, you know, he put this, it's almost like a dance or something like that, like I don't know, putting something together. Like, it's weird, but he's very good at it. And I thought that was actually what amazed me more than anything. It was a great knockout, of course. But yeah, so that's why I think he's probably one of the, as far as who I've seen him fight so far, which I think this was supposed to happen the way it was. I don't think anybody really had Villa winning, but this was a great way to win because everything he put together was almost like he meant to put it together. So that's why this was a good win. I think this so far is his best win, and I think I see a bright future for him. Basically, I like him. I think he's a great fighter. I know he's going to continue to grow, and I feel like he probably will be the next big thing from 147 probably up to 160. He's only 26 years old, so he has time at 147, and he has time to, I think he has the size and the build to work himself at least up to 160, possibly even 168, if he wants to. So, great win. Ain't even really much to say about the win. He literally just did exactly what he was supposed to, and it looked good. It looked really good. And I hope he keeps this momentum. I hope he either fights late this year, towards the end of the year, or early next year. I don't want him to not fight for a whole year. This is the time to keep the momentum because his last fight wasn't a stoppage. And I think even that kind of got to a lot of fans, and I think that probably got to him, which is why this fight was probably big for him to get that stoppage. He fought like he needed it. Like he really wanted it and he needed it. And I think the fans wanted it and needed it to be confident in him. This is just as much as he should be confident in himself. So I think this was perfect what happened tonight. So, great win. I mean, Villa took a pretty bad beating in my opinion. Like I said, I didn't like the way his team kind of let him stay out there like that. But, it is what it is. I don't know who they have for him next. I haven't looked into maybe the IBF rankings, whatever, or, who's available. But, I say stay busy. And I think he should be the guy at 147 if, once Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford do whatever they got to do. He should be the next guy up. I believe he should go if he can. I'm not sure how well he's still making weight. He looks like he's making weight well. I've never heard him complain about having any issues making weight, which is very interesting because he's a big dude in my opinion for 147. He reminds me of Virgil Ortiz. They're both big dudes for the weight. And we see, unfortunately what Virgil Ortiz is going through, which I'm not going to get into in this video because I did in my last one, but both of those dudes are big for the weight. I would have loved to seen them fight at 147 for sure, but we don't know if that's going to happen now because of, the situation he's in. They're talking about him moving up to 154, so. But I think he does have I think he can go ahead and grab the belts if Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford, whoever the winner of their fights are, or their fight if they don't have a rematch, if they decide to go up to 154, throw those belts up in the air as vacant, I think he has the chance to be the guy. I think he might be the new era of the welterweight division now. He's 26, still young. 26, did I say 26? 26, still young. And a lot of talent, and definitely could continue to grow and continue to build physically, mentally, and all that. I think his team is doing a very good job with him. His dad is doing a very good job with him, being in his corner. And, only time will tell. But I think he has, in my opinion, he has the abilities and the potential to be that guy, like I said, from 147 all the way up to 160, especially when Earl and Terrence decide to leave, because I think Earl is like 33, 34. Terrence is like 35, 36, and so you already know they probably on their way out after they fight, and then Earl might go up to 165 and fight the Canelo, depending on this fight that they have together, or might move up to 154. I don't know what they're going to do. Nobody knows what they're going to do. I know they both talked about moving up to 154, so I would assume the winner of their fight vacates the belts and does that, which leaves all those belts up for grabs. And I feel like Boots should be first in line to grab one of them as soon as that happens. So I see a bright future for Boots. I like him a lot as a fighter. I think he has a great attitude as a person. He's very disciplined. I mean, every day he's on Twitter talking about he ran 1,300 miles and all this crazy shit that he be doing. He's disciplined, that's for sure. And I hope he continues to be that with the success he continues to gain, because I want to see him around for a long time, hopefully. And I want to see him fight the best of the best, just like anybody. So, yeah. But yeah, very exciting fight. A very exciting fight. Boots did his thing. Everybody, again, give it up for Boots. Clap it up. He deserves a clap again. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up. And let's see. Hopefully he continues to stay busy. Hopefully he stays busy. You know? So, yeah, man. It's Trouble T. Roy. Hit, don't get hit boxing talk. We in there. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. On to the next one. Peace.